Hello everybody, it's Rap here. How we doing? Okay, so we're in the shed. Can mean one thing, we're cleaning our car. So I myself have got the red Corsa. Family member got a white one a couple of weeks prior, and where she works, she parks it under a tree and it's not a pretty sight. You'll see from the video. So we're going to test out some products. Some that I've used before, others that I've not used. Okay, so for a pre-wash I'm going to go with the Shiny Garage Citrus Oil TFR. Now I do keep this in a smaller bottle. I've got 5 litres of it, or had, but I prefer to keep it in a smaller bottle just for diluting. So we're going to go on with pre-wash with that. Then for the shampoo, we're going to use this in the wheel bucket and the actual shampoo bucket. I'm going to go for G3 Pro shampoo. That is 2 capfuls into a bucket. And then we have the G3 Pro Snow Foam. I went on the dilution ratio for medium dirt 1:8, which worked out at 125 millilitres per litre. So that's what's going on in the car. For the wheels, I'm going to try out Infinity Wax Incinerate Wheel Cleaner, and if I have any tar and glue remover or any tar spots that need done, I'll get that brought into the video later on. I'll show that one, but we'll need to decon, so I'm going to go in with VP Devil's Blood to remove any fallout. Once I've done all of that, I'm going to put an LSP on there, and I'm going to go for Dual Auto Care Flex. This is 5 millilitres into 250 millilitres of water, and dial it way back. From what Sam says, the wetter the better. And for the tyres, my favourite Infinity Wax tyre candy. And then for the glass, because there's no protection or anything on it, I'm going to go for Infinity Wax Spotless Plus Glass Cleaner, which has hydrophobics as well. So let's get this done, let's get out there, let's get the car cleaned. Okay, let's look around the car. So as you can see, plenty of bugs, plenty of marks, plenty of dirt. When we look up onto the bonnet, you can see all those little sticky spots from the trees, from the leaves, things like that that have been landing on the car. The wheels have not been protected, so they were filthy. Right up the side of the car, just your standard road grime. For some reason, this white car, the bugs just seem to be attracted to it. As you can see along there, along the rubbers and on the plastic trims, all those little sticky spots. When I first saw it the other day, I thought somebody had maybe threw a bottle of juice over the car with all the spots, but it just got worse and worse when we realised it was actually the trees at our work. But yeah, all in, the bird poop, the usuals for a car parked under a tree. So I'll finish going around the car. The boot itself, just try to figure out my camera there. The boot itself, or the back bumper, was really bad with just sitting dirt. With these cars, when the water just runs down and pools on that bit, I personally think that's going to be the absolute bane of my life. With that, windscreen's dirty, you know the story. So I'll catch you when we're filling up the buckets. Okay, so G3 Pro shampoo. 2 capfuls per bucket, so there's 40 millilitres in that. Now this stuff is thick. Poured the first lot into the wash bucket, then went into the wheel bucket and tried to rinse it off, and I could not get this stuff out. So ended up I just dumped the remainder of the tub, including the measuring pot, into the bucket itself. But you can see there, try to get it rinsed. Look, it's still there, it's not going anywhere. Nice and thick, really nice shampoo. Thought, right, I'll try another one. I for a moment was going to put the pressure washer on it, and then I thought, nah, that's not a bright idea. So we just done it this way. But yeah, lathered up really nice on both buckets. Not a major smell. It has a nice scent in the bottle, but nothing actually in the bucket. So we'll find out how it works when we get to the wash stage. Time to get the wheels clean, and we are using Infinity Wax Incinerate. So very good application on the tyres, on the wheel, and right up into the barrels, and let it sit for a few minutes just to let it do its work. What I will say is make sure the area you're using this in is very well ventilated, as it blew back, took my breath away. Just means it's going to do a good job. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the tyre itself cleaned first. This tyre has never been cleaned by the amount of dirt that came out of that. And the car's only about 5 or 6 weeks old. So we'll get that done, and then we'll get the actual wheel itself cleaned. Now, the dirt that came out of this wheel was unreal. In with the barrel brush. Now, again, I'm still trying to restrict the amount of contact that the brush itself has with the front of the wheels, with them being a gloss black. So I'm kind of trying different methods. Instead of drawing it in and out, I'm just kind of moving it from side to side. Still does the same job in my eyes. But yeah, the dirt that's coming out of the back of those barrels as well. So we will need to look at getting them protected, and then in with detailing brush into all those nooks and crannies, and then we'll get it rinsed off and a second hit on that tyre. So I'll catch up with you in just a moment for the next part. Okay, pre-wash time. Shiny Garage Citrus Oil TFR at 100 mils of product to 900 mils of water in that little sprayer. And oh, wow, what a product. Got to try and not swear, but oh my god, it is fantastic. And it took off all of those sticky bits. So we were going to just run across the back there and rinse it off, and you'll see just how much of a difference the product made just on the pre-wash itself. Cannot fault it, definitely buy more. I'd never used it before, heard about it. Wish I'd done it a long time ago. But I'll catch up with you when it comes to snow foam. Okay, G3 Pro Snow Foam, 125 millilitres to into the 1 litre bottle filled up. This was at their medium dilution ratio. Came in nice and thick, went on lovely, came off lovely, and drew off the last of that visible dirt that the citrus oil didn't get. But all in, it worked an absolute treat. Okay, time for a hand wash. Had to get the window wiper sorted there. Now, this shampoo, very lubricated, very slick. Used a different wash pad from my normal one because of the tree sap. But yeah, went on, went off, not a single complaint my end at all. Okay, a little bit of time for some devil's blood sprayed on the bonnet and all the lower half of the car. Just a little bit, nothing major. With it being a new car and unprotected, I was expecting it to be a lot worse. There's a couple of pictures, but yeah, nothing too bad. And I've used the product before and it works well. Okay, so what we're going to do here is just get some water on the bonnet to show the lack of protection that is on there. And then next up we will get in there with the Dual Flex, I think that was it, yeah, Dual Flex LSP or sealant. So spray this on. Sam says just dial it right back, make it more watery, leave it for 4 to 5 minutes depending on the outside temperature, and rinse off. So that's what I've done, dialed it way back and then turned it up just a little bit. As I was rinsing off, it was instant to see. So this is the bonnet now. I've brought this back to normal speed, I think, yeah, and this is me just removing it from the bonnet. So it's had its 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes. Whilst one of my neighbours actually popped over to say hello. But yeah, you can see it there straight away, right up the middle of the bonnet. It's just starting to push the water away. Great product, used it before, loved it the last time I used it, and again, can't fault this product at all. So now it's protected, as always, let's get it dried. Again, using the Rag Company Liquidator drying towel. I actually had to go on to the second one because the first one was slightly damp when I started. But yeah, all done, and great little drying towels, absolutely love them. Right, time for the glass, and we are going in with the Infinity Wax Spotless Plus. Less is more with this. Couple of squirts on using the Mile Deep glass cloths. Absolutely love them. And just this glass cleaner, it's just phenomenal for exterior glass. Spray on, wipes off, leaves it nice and hydrophobic. I think you can round the entire car in under 5 minutes. You can't ask better than that. You see there, it just goes on nice and shiny, and a little bit of protection on there as well. and as always a little squirt onto the wing mirrors too. And same for the bonnet. Not the bonnet, it's not a bonnet, the front windscreen, sorry. It's been a long day. Spray on, buff off, effortless. Great product, loving it. Right, so last but not least, Infinity Wax tyre candy. Smells amazing, goes on amazing, and actually lasts a lot longer than most of the other tyre dressings that I've used before. So just apply it around it and then buff it in. I'm using the Car Scope tyre brush there, or tyre applicator. Great little tool, absolutely love them. And then once you went round, I'll just buff or wipe out any residue off with a cloth, and that is pretty much the car all cleaned. Right, final roundup. Let's go over the products. Incinerate, fantastic. Wish I'd have tried this a lot sooner. Not much that I've used is in comparison to it. The shampoo, very slick, very nice to use. If I get the option, I probably will actually buy more of it. The snow foam, again, went on great, came off great, absolutely no issues with it. Nice and thick. I've had other people saying that they didn't get on with it. It possibly could be down to the water. We've got quite a low ppm water here, so it could be down to that as well. But you know, everybody has their own expectations. What else we got? The glass cleaner, absolutely fantastic, love it. The tyre candy, again, loving that as well. And then the dual car care flex LSP, absolutely fantastic. I say LSP, sorry, sealant. Absolutely fantastic. 5 millilitres into 250 millilitres of water, and dial it back and you get round the car without any issues. Few minutes, rinse off. Okay, so that's all the products. If I've missed anything, do apologise, but if you've made it this far, leave a like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you all next time. Thank you and goodbye.